Hey guys! Welcome to part 2 of Design and Code Smells. Let's start from where we left. Let's discuss code smells at class level. When we think about code smells that can affect the construction and behaviors of classes, the two scenarios that probably come to mind immediately are when classes are too large or too small. Large classes are those which are just trying to do too much. The fix for this issue is simple: break them off into smaller, more efficient classes. On the other side, if you find a class that really isn't doing much of anything, you might want to reconsider if its behaviors actually need a class of its own. It might turn out that it's better suited as part of an existing class. Next set of code smells deals with classes' information or behaviors sharing outside of themselves. First is, when one class makes excessive use of behaviors from another class for many of its own operations or actions. This can lead to unneeded dependency and brittle code when changes are made to the class being depended on. In situations like this, you would need to find out why one of your classes is so dependent on the other, and consider either transferring code to the dependent class, or refactoring both to make shared behaviors easier. Or might using the dependency injection technique to cut out a class dependency altogether. The other related code smell is when one class is dependent on the implementation of another class, not just its behaviors. A possible solution here is to refactor the classes in question, to share an implementation. Next code smells is literals or hard-coding constants at code. Having excessive literals in a class can lead to several problems, key among them that hard-coded values often lead to errors and make modification difficult if they are present in multiple locations in your code. Marking hard-coded literal values as constants is a good first step, but it's even better if these values are kept outside, meaning in a resource file or external database. Now, let's switch to application-level code smells. Most of the code smells, which could impact the application level, have already discussed. Like duplicate code and hard coding, these code smells are more dangerous than it seems. Now both of these smells can be avoided by the solution we already discussed. Other code smell, which can impact the application level, are using design patterns. You will say, what? Yes, design patterns. It's way too much overhead for some of the feature requirements, but you'll see this a lot with programmers who are intently focused on using complex design patterns, just to be able to say that they did. The mark of good code is not how many design patterns you include, or how complex your code is. It's how well it's suited to the given task you're trying to achieve. Let's take a pause over here. Till now, we have completed method, class and application level code smells. It's important that I emphasize that what we've covered is by no means a definitive list of code smells. In the next video, we will discuss about design smells. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to RG_semi:. Bye.